Hi, my name's Nick Santoro. We're over here by a place that used to be known as Bum's Alley. We're at the end of Baxter Street, right below the greenhouses of the farmers market. For about 40 years, I carved stone until I had a back operation that put me out of commission as a carver. I live pretty close to here, and this is my neighborhood. A few years ago, Project Vision got underway, and a lot of us became community-minded in this neighborhood. NeighborWorks used a $1.25 million grant to address blighted properties. And I read in the paper the other day that project's just about done. Now, initially I started this project with some GoFundMe money, and my intention had been to teach residents stone carving. Rutland has a great history of stone carving. Steve Costello and Mark Foley have initiated the carvings downtown, and it's really fantastic. The GoFundMe I started is called Unearthing the Talent. Last autumn, I was working with Shannon Kennelly and Boys and Girls Club children, and there were two groups. One group painted a wall around the corner, and I worked with two kids who carved two stones and pecked two tiny holes through them. Well, at the end of the winter, those stones were broken. I spent the summer talking with different people and listening to people and understanding the struggles that people who are suffering have, and how disengaged and disconnected people have become in a lot of small towns like Rutland. And Rutland has this great history where people went to work, people were proud of their jobs and what they could accomplish. And I interact with a lot of people here who are not connected and are unable to connect with institutions. And this is a place where people come to hang out and not be bothered by other people. So what has happened here, one guy, one of the men that I've interacted with, said to me, I never planted anything before. Nobody ever showed me. And we went around and planted pumpkin seedlings and squash seedlings and morning glory seeds and zinnias and marigolds. This is all from seeds, and some of this work I was helped by the people that I've been interacting with this summer. One guy did the mortaring on the wall here. A couple of other guys helped with the painting. Mike did a tremendous amount of work with the landscaping. But what we were really doing here all summer was trying to make connections. And we've succeeded to a certain extent, but what we have done is created in a place that was desecrated, abandoned, and with the conditions that exist in this neighborhood with opiate use, with homelessness, with unemployment, with people who are disenfranchised, it became apparent to me that working with the grounds around here, we've created or started to create a place where there's some beauty. And all summer I've been putting while the flowers have been growing, I've been putting flowers out, and people have been taking them, and some people passing by would say, "You're doing a great job." And you know, probably about 8 people have contributed their time and effort, and it's a great success. And hopefully over some time I will be able to do the stone carving with people, but first it had to be natural stuff. The stone carving, you can't do that when you have too many worries on your mind. And people coming through here, and there's probably 300 to 500, 600 people a day passing through here. You know, Northwest is right here, which was Project Vision's target area, and this path goes to downtown, and it really is a transition area. And many people come through here because they don't have cars, and people are on foot around here. You know, Rutland has gotten a terrible rep because of the opiates. But people here, I talk with many people, and one guy, Mike, another Mike, came up here from Springfield. He worked at Tam Brands, and he worked at the other paper company, and now he's not working. And then talked with another man, and he was complaining about the plywood factory gone, and it's a big loss. And so this was a start to try to engage people of this neighborhood. And like I said, I live close by, and because I've been so physically limited, my sphere of operations has been basically here and the Northwest Garden this summer. We'll see what happens this winter. You know, we hope to maybe power wash the wall. Personally, I'd like to see some kind of painting on this wall and the long round wall. And I'd like to, I've had Joe Kraus came by, and he offered his assistance with power washing, and Kim Peters came by one day, and she's the rec director, and we talked about this area here and what a beautiful space it is socially. I mean, the architecture of this place and is just a beautiful spot for gathering. Just as the folks who are intimate, the most intimate people with this place, they love to gather here. This is a natural spot. I think that's a good start. We'll try to do this again in the future, but in the meantime, thanks for watching.